Boom, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Thank you once again for tuning in to another session of our daily online side hustle series. Today we have Nastika back, but Rashika, she's currently has some personal commitment and taking a break as well. So today our topic, what we're going to talk about is sharing your journey to achieve balance. Moving forward, I'll give the floor to Nastika to elaborate more about this topic. So over to you, Nastika.
Thank you, Devina. Welcome back. We are live again. This is Nastika joining you from Global Pacifica Hub. Tonight we are talking about sharing your journey to achieve balance. Achieving balance for me, it's all about managing various aspects of life to provide the best possible response and support. Here's how I think about it. Firstly, stay updated just as you might take in new information to keep your skills sharp. I constantly update my knowledge to stay relevant and accurate. This helps me provide balanced and up to date information on a wide range of topics. Secondly, understanding perspective. Balancing different viewpoints is crucial. I aim to present information that respects and reflects various perspectives, ensuring that I offer a well-rounded understanding of any topic. Thirdly, managing input. Just like how you might balance work, rest, and play, I manage various amount of data I process. This involves prioritizing, organizing information to deliver clear and helpful response. Fourthly, continuous improvement. Balance isn't static, it evolves. I continuously learn from interactions to improve my response and adapt new information, ensuring that I remain balanced and effective in helping you. In a way, my journey to balance is about being reliable and responsive source of support, learning from each interactions to better serve you. How about you? Leaving you with a question tonight. How do you find your own balance? That's all. That's a wrap from my side. Thank you, and back to you, Devina.
Thank you, Nastika. I like the way the when you said you gave a question to the audience, and which made me also get them thinking as well. But I like to add some more onto today's topic of like what we're discussing to our followers on the sharing your journey to achieve balance. I will relate to more like I'll give it a personal interpretation. Like these are some of the things that we need to look at as human in terms of the balance is look at how do we effectively manage time, how do we do our work life balance, how important and what do we trigger in terms of our mental health, physical health, and relationships. So I know that out there we have a lot of our friends who are struggling to find that balance because in our early career building time in the early 20s, what we see is that once we move out from our universities, we get our first level of qualification going into the workforce, and the challenge starts in terms of getting a job. Then what happens is that once you get the job, it may not be the job that you want, and so basically you're always anxious, you're excited, you're nervous when you start a first day, for example, and then you're always running around. You're running in terms of you wanting to climb up the ranks, but not knowing that you do not have the experience. And you have a lot of emotions, feelings in terms of they are running high. So, how do you control these things? And these are certain things that, life's journey teaches you as well. So, me personally, when I started my career journey into the corporate world, I had a lot of rejections letters. I remember I used to file them off in terms of when I started going into the employment. And then I also did not get the job that I always wanted. I wanted to be a CA accountant, but I never got that. But what did I had? I was willing to accept in terms of what I was getting in terms of employment, and I never gave up on learning. But I sometimes used to forget how to focus on the mental health, my physical health, and also how to balance that. So what I used to do on a personally, I'm an early bird person. Some are very late people as well. We have various types of people. So my behaviors was mostly like, I used to gather information, and I used to read new articles. I used to read 2 pages of a book to understand, because my mind is absorbing information early in the morning. And what happens is that I then will start my routine work of when I go to the office. I make my things to do, and what are my high priority, high ticket items that I need to move as well. So most of the time I've seen that I was not able to find the balance. But what did I do? My journey has taught me to do always a self reflection. Now what I do practice every day is I ask myself in the evening before I go to bed, think about what were your opportunities, what were your challenges, where do you see is your skill set, is your strength. Try to find those things and be a different version of yourself, and be very authentic with yourself in terms of valuing your both your success and setbacks. And you know what, you can share these journey with someone who is your very close and valuable to you. With terms, it can be your immediate family, you can be your inner circles. These people can give you the atmosphere where they drive you and give you that energy levels, and they build that high motivation in terms of boosting your confidence and doing better the next day. Because what I personally, and one of my friends have said to me in today's era is that not many do highlight their setbacks, because a successful person is not successful through his accomplishment. They are normally a success because of how they are able to handle the setbacks, meaning their failures. How do they take it? How do they learn from it? How much are they willing to change? How much are they willing to look at other ways to resolve the issue. And moments these provide valuable information, and these become your driving force. For example, in a personal level, in also a professional level, that's how you grow and try to be a better version of yourself. And normally what I personally would I've seen in a lot of most of our profession, the medical profession, the corporate profession, we are not able to manage our time. The 24 hours of we have 8 hours as given back to our work, for example. The other 8 hours mostly we are sleeping. So what happens, we have the other 8 hours. So value that time, allot your time and allocate in such a way that you have to manage your time better. Because if you're sleeping in, for example, here in Auckland, New Zealand, between 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., know that someone in the other part of the world is awake, and they're doing something constructive, they're learning something. And this is where the 24 hours also fall short. So always have a set allocated time for what activities really personally make you happy. And always, because what happens, we forget, like I have seen in my office people, we do have some female colleagues who always complain that they do not have time for exercise, let's put it. So how do you allocate 30 minutes by waking up early, or you allocate 30 minutes going to bed late? But because at the end of the day, our health is wealth at the end. Because if you don't invest in your health in later part of life, your health will, when you have the wealth though, your health will not support you. So learn how to manage that time wisely, and always try to do things that make you happy, because what makes you happy gives you that level of energy to give back and give to your whatever. If you're doing if you're doing professional work, or you're doing something personal, or you're doing a side hustle, that brings you all the energy, that gives you the affirmations, the validations, because at the end of the day we are humans, and what we humans need is we need to be validated in terms of how are we progressing, in terms of our career, in terms of personally as well. That's why if you see in a family unit, our parents, our mom, our dad, our siblings will always try to encourage you to do better, improve here, this you're doing great, but have those support systems where you are able to do this. So that is it from today in terms of our topic, and tomorrow we'll be here again on 8:30 sharp, New Zealand and Fiji time. If you really want to know more regarding this online side hustle, business, so connect with myself, Nastika and Rashika, and we are happy to assist you. Till then, stay tuned. Till bye for now.